Two completely innocent brothers spent 30 years behind bars for a murder they didn't commit, and the real killer lived just one block away from the crime scene the entire time. You see, back in 1983, an 11-year-old girl named Sabrina Bowie was found raped and murdered in a soybean field in Robeson County, North Carolina, and police were under enormous pressure to find someone fast. So they picked up two half-siblings in the neighborhood, a 19-year-old named Henry Lee McCollum and his 15-year-old half-brother, Leon Brown. Now, what you need to know about Henry and Leon is that both of them had low IQs and were intellectually disabled, which made them incredibly easy targets. Henry was interrogated for 5 hours straight, with his mother begging to see him from the hallway outside. And after hours of relentless pressure, he signed a confession he thought would finally let him go home. It didn't. When officers then told Leon what his brother had done, Leon signed a confession too. And just like that, two innocent teenagers had confessed to a murder they never committed. Henry was sent to death row. Leon got life in prison.
Now, what was really infuriating was that 3 days before their trial, local police had actually asked investigators to test a fingerprint found on a beer can at the crime scene. They wanted to check it against a man named Roscoe Artis, a convicted criminal who just so happened to live 1 block away from where Sabrina's body was found, and who just so happened to commit a nearly identical rape and murder in the same neighborhood less than a month later. But nobody ever ran the test, and prosecutors never told the defense that Artis had even been a suspect. So Henry and Leon just sat in prison. Henry recanted his confession over and over again across 3 decades. Nobody listened. It wasn't until around 2006 that lawyers finally got a cigarette butt found near Sabrina's body sent off for DNA testing. The results immediately excluded both Henry and Leon. But even that wasn't enough to free them. They still sat in prison for another 8 years while the system moved at its own pace. It wasn't until North Carolina's Innocence Inquiry Commission matched that same cigarette butt DNA directly to Roscoe Artis that a judge finally vacated their convictions. On September 2nd, 2014, Henry and Leon both walked free. Henry was 50 years old. He had gone in at 19. In 2015, the state of North Carolina paid both brothers $750,000 each, the maximum compensation allowed under state law at the time. And in 2021, a federal jury awarded them $75 million against the police officials responsible for their wrongful conviction.